Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Inception. Dom Cobb, Leonardo DiCaprio, is a thief with the rare ability to enter people's dreams and steal their secrets from their subconscious. His skill has made him a hot commodity in the world of corporate espionage, but has also cost him everything he loves. Cobb gets a chance and redemption when he is offered a seemingly impossible task. Plant an idea in someone's mind. If he succeeds, it will be the perfect crime, but a dangerous enemy anticipates Cobb's every move.
Zootopia. Determined to prove herself, Officer Judy Hopps, the first bunny on Zootopia's police office, jumped at the chance to crack her first case, even if it means partnering with scam artist Fox Nix Wild to solve the mystery.
Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Captain Jack Sparrow arrives at Port Royal in the Caribbean without a ship or crew. His timing is in apothium. However, because later that evening the town is besieged by a pirate ship. The pirates kidnap the governor's daughter, Elizabeth, who is in possession of a valuable coin that is linked to a curse that has transformed the pirates into the undead. A gallant blacksmith in love with Elizabeth allies with Sparrow in pursuit of the pirates. Avatar. On the lush island world of Pandora live the Na'vi, beings who appear primitive but highly involved. Because the planet's environment is poisonous, human Na'vi hybrids called avatars must link to human minds to allow for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, Sam Worthington, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes immobile again through one such avatar and falls in love with a Na'vi woman, Zoe Saldana. As a bond with her groans, he is drawn into a battle for the survival of her world.
Green Book. Tony Lee, bouncer in 1962, is hired to drive pianist Don Shirley on a tour through the Deep South in the days when African Americans forced to find alternate accommodations and services due to segregation laws below the Mason-Dixon line.
The Wolf of Wall Street. In 1987, Jordan Belfort takes an entry-level job at a Wall Street brokerage firm. By the early 1990s, while still in his 20s, Belfort founds his own firm, Stratton Oakmont, together with his trusted lieutenant and a merry band of brokers. Belfort makes a huge fortune by defrauding wealthy investors out of millions. However, while Belfort and his cronies partake in a head-morning brew of sex, drugs, and thrills, the SEC and the FBI close in on his empire of excess. Gone Girl. In Carthage Mall, former New York-based writer Nick Dune, Ben Affleck, and his glamorous wife Amy Rosamund Pike present a portrait of blissful marriage to the public. However, when Amy goes missing on the couple's fifth wedding anniversary, Nick becomes the prime suspect in her disappearance. The resulting police pressure and media frenzy caused the Dunn's image of a happy union to crumble, leading to tantalizing question about who Nick and Amy truly are. Shutter Island. The implausible escape of a brilliant murderess brings U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels, Leonardo DiCaprio, and his new partner Mark Ruffalo to Acacia Cliff Hospital, a fortress-like insane asylum located on a remote, windswept island. The woman appears to have vanished from a locked room, and there are hints of terrible deeds committed within the hospital walls. As the investigation deepens, Teddy realizes he will have to confront his own dark fears if he hopes to make it off the island alive. The Avengers. When Thor's even brother Loki, Tom Hiddleston, gains access to the unlimited power of the energy cube called the Tesseract, Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, director of S.H.I.E.L.D., initiates a superhero recruitment effort to defeat the unprecedented threat to Earth. Joining Fury's dream team are Iron Man, Robert Downey, Captain America, Chris Evans, the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, the Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, and Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. Interstellar. In Earth's future, a global crop and a second dust bowl are slowly rendering the planet uninhabitable. Professor Brent, a brilliant NASA physicist, is working on plans to save mankind by transporting Earth's population to a new home via a wormhole. But first, Brent must send former NASA pilot Cooper and a team of researchers through the wormhole and across the galaxy to find out which of 3 planets could be mankind's new home.
Now you see me. Charismatic magician Atlas leads a team of talented illusionists called the Four Horsemen. Atlas and his comrades mesmerize audiences with the powerful magic shows that drain the bank accounts of the corrupt and funnel the money to audience members. A federal agent and an Interpol detective intend to rein in the horsemen before their next caper, and they turn to Thaddeus, a famous debunker, for help.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Brash space adventurer Peter Quill finds himself the quarry of relentless bounty hunters after he steals an orb coveted by Ronan, a powerful villain. To evade Ronan, Quill is forced into an USC truce with 4 desperate misfits: gun-toting Rocket Raccoon, tree-like humanoid Groot, enigmatic Gamora, and vengeance-driven Drax the Destroyer. But when he discovers the orb's true power and the cosmic threat it poses, Quill must rely his ragtag group to save the universe.
Inside Out. Growing up can be a bumpy road, and there is no exception for Riley, who is uprooted from her Midwest life when her father starts a new job in San Francisco. Like all of us, Riley is guided by her emotions: joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness. The emotions life in headquarters, the control center inside Riley's mind, where they help advise her through everyday life. As Riley and her emotions struggle to adjust to a new life in San Francisco, turmoil ensues in headquarters. All through joy, Riley's main and most important emotion, tries to keep things positive. The emotion conflict on how best to navigate a new city, house, and school. Coco. Despite his family battling generation all bent on music, Miguel dreams of becoming an accomplished musician like his idol, Ernesto de la Cruz. Desperate to prove his talent, Miguel finds himself in the stunning and colorful land of the dead, following a mysterious chain of events. Django Unchained. 2 years before the Civil War, Django, a slave, finds himself accompanying an unscrupulous German bounty hunter named Dr. King Schultz on a mission to capture the vicious Brittle brothers. Their mission successful, Schultz frees Django, and together they hunt the South's most wanted criminals. Their travels take them to the infamous plantation of shady Calvin Candy, where Django's long-lost wife is still a slave. Limitless. Facing unemployment and his girlfriend's rejection, writer Eddie Mora is sure that he has no future. That all changes when an old friend gives him a drug that produces enhanced mental acuity. Stoked on the untested chemical, Eddie rises to the top of the financial world and attracts the attention of the tycoon who intends to use him to make a fortune. But terrible side effects and a dwindling supply threaten to collapse Eddie's house of cards.
Titanic. James Cameron's Titanic is an epic, action-packed romance set against the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic, the pride and joy of the White Star Line, and at the time the largest moving object ever built. She was the most luxurious line of her era, the ship of dreams, which ultimately carried over 1,500 people to their death in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic in the early hours of 15th of April in 1912.
Tell us in the comments which movies you think should be added to the list and share any other thoughts or suggestions you might have. Thanks and see you soon!